Welcome. This is a collaboration video with Markets of Sunshine, and that's Marsha over there creating in the sunshine. And we're starting this year some upcycling. Neither one of us has done a lot of it, so we're going to be learning along with you, but by creating these things, you can learn by our mistakes as we go along and see what how we do things and why we do things. Might help you have some courage to jump in and start upcycling yourself. Now, this first one, our collaboration is to make a tote out of a t-shirt. And so I don't have a clue, and I'm telling you what my theory is going into this. I don't exactly want to go out and see all the techniques and all that and learn specifically that way in the beginning. What I'd like to do is use my own imagination, my own design skills, and see if I can figure these things out for myself, if I'm happy with what I do. And then later, after I've gotten a feel for it and find out where my weaknesses are and my good points are, then start going and watching other upcyclers and see how they do things and start learning different techniques and skills from them that I can incorporate. But I think first, if I do it my way, I will learn quicker and faster. And because when I'll get to a certain point when I know that, okay, this is as far as I can go on my own. I'm going to need to seek some help here. So anyway, that's my thing. Now, what I've done here is I've folded this t-shirt and I've taken a ruler and I pinned the bottom so that it would be straight, and I've taken a ruler and I've just gone around this t-shirt and I have marked off 12 inches with these red dots. And I'm glad I did that, because if I would have just cut straight across, but this t-shirt is not, it's not built like that, evidently, because this line curves when you mark off the 12 inches. So I'm gonna do it on the curve, and I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and cut this on these red dots. I don't know what I'll end up with, but this is just a tote, and this t-shirt does not fit me right, so I'm not sacrificing anything here. So now, this is what I have. All right, of course it's double the size because I've got it pinned down here. So what I'm going to do is, while I've got it straight at the end down here, I'm going to pin it around, all the way around. I'm using the bottom hem. I want to keep that. It's already there. Let me pin this side. Because I can take this to the machine and I can sew this bottom edge here that's already finished, and that'll be the bottom of my tote, and that'll be done. I may not want to do that, but I'll decide that in a minute. What I may want to do, because I don't have a lining on this, and to put a lining on it, I really need to open it up. Okay, this one's gathered here, so we're going to stretch it out just a little. if I were to use this like a tote, just like it is, it would stretch quite a bit. I'm thinking about doing a pleating at the top, so I will leave that. Okay. All right. What do I want to do here? Do I want to line this the first time around or not? It's pretty thin. You know, just because this is my first one and I'm just playing with it, I don't think I will. I was thinking that if I finish this and it's halfway decent, what I could do is just use this for my eyelash yarn, stuff it into it. It doesn't require a lot of weight, a lot of heaviness, sturdiness for that. I just don't know. I don't think I will. I just think I'll play with it like it is. All right. Okay. Now, my next thing here will be to pleat it. Let's see. I think I can do this, eyeball this. About an inch pleat. About an inch over and an inch pleat. Or 2 inches over and an inch pleat. About 2 inches over. I'm just eyeballing this. Doesn't have to be exact. Now, like I said, if I were doing this, if this weren't my very first one and just a trial run here, I'd be much more careful with everything I'm doing. But I wouldn't probably use a t-shirt for a tote in the first place. So but anyway, we will do this. That's the collaboration requirement, and that's what we're going to do. Okay. I think we got that one a little too far. Bring it back in just a little bit. That makes this one a little too far. Okay. Go over about 2 inches and do an inch. We're halfway around this tote. And I won't know whether I got it the top too little. I could do, let's see, we're halfway around, and that's how big we are. Okay, so let's continue here. What we might do here is take this around here and go in there. Okay. Now, if I were doing this for a real, what I call a real project, I would be measuring off these pleats and making sure they're all the same and that my opening is correct before I do all this. But like I said, this is just a running, playful prototype. So I'm exercising my design license here. Just do it my way. Try to understand your project and coming into this, we're going to have just a one here that's closer. Okay, so getting that pleated all the way around, I'm going to have a very full bottom. That's looking pretty good. Now that would, of course, I would be sewing a stationary thing on that. So if I used part of my, I think I would want a stationary, so that would leave an opening about like that. Okay, I think that might be just a little tight. So what I might do, let's take this center one out, open it up. Let's see, 1, 2. If we take the center one out, open it up, we get a, now that would be better. Okay, I like that. Now what I'm going to do now is find a piece of fabric that I can cut and bind across the top to make that stationary, okay? And that's a good idea, I think, to leave that flatter and just like that. I like that. Okay. All right. So far, so good. All right. I'll be back when I find the fabric to do here. I finished it and I tried it out, and I'm going to use it to hold a lot of my smaller round yarn balls. Let me see, do I have one handy? No, when you know, they're usually all around me, but I can't find one now. But I have a whole bunch of them that have partially used, and there's just little bits. And I thought, well, I could keep them all in one place and hang this on a peg I've got, and it would be really cute. Now, you saw in the first videos that I made this out of the t-shirt. I did sew up the bottom, all right. Then I just took a piece of just yellow scrap fabric that I had and cased the top just to give it just a little color and flair out there. And then what I did was I made a little scrappy bow with a streamer, but I actually sewed it closed in the middle because this was wide enough for me to get my hand down in there really good and for me to drop these yarn in there really easy. So that way I don't have a big, it doesn't gape open. It stays really nice, and when I want to get something out, I just go down in there and get it like that. So I decided to do that. Now I used one of my scrappy strips, and I didn't get fancy on this, as you can see, because this is my first actual recycle from just you know, a prompt, and I haven't done hardly any as it is, but since I work with scraps all the time, that's kind of like recycling. But this is from a prompt and doing so. I've never made a tote out of a t-shirt or anything like that before. So But anyway, I did not fancy it up. I left it very boho. So the scrap piece is not lined or anything like that. It doesn't have to be. It's really strong enough on its own. But it lends itself really nice to this scrappy look for this little boho t-shirt pouch here. And you know, I'm really liking it, and I'm going to fill it up now and hang it on the pouch. And I hope that my adventures here and Marsha's adventures in upcycling that we're going to be doing all year on the last Wednesday of each month will inspire you to jump in too. And if you're like me and you like tattered edges and loose threads, this is really going to be up your alley. All right. Till next time, take care.